Okay, we're going to work on proportions. Proportions are just simply two ratios that are equal to each other. Really easy to figure out. If you recall way back in the other chapters, I taught you how to compare two fractions by just doing cross multiplying like this, and then you can determine right away which fraction is bigger, okay? Proportions are the same way. If you cross multiply and you get the same number here and here and they're equal, then you can say they're proportionate. So remember, it's about growing proportionately. There is more than one way to do a proportion. This is just the easiest way. So there are your two numbers, 2/3 and 12/20. You want to set them equal to each other, and you're just trying to decide if they're proportionate. So you're just going to go ahead and cross multiply. You can kind of see it already. You get 36 here and you get 40 here. That's not equal, therefore it's not proportionate. And you would just have to put a non-equal sign like that in your homework to show that it's not proportionate. So then you just do it again. And remember, you'll have a calculator all through chapter 6, although you don't really need it for this. In this case, 6 4/10 equals 6 4/10. So this is a yes, it is proportionate. And then do it again, cross multiply. No for the first one, obviously, and then yes for the second one. Then it gets into you have to find the missing piece. Well, you find the numbers that are across from each other and you're going to cross multiply those first. When you're done multiplying those two numbers, you're going to divide by what's left. So you're going to cross multiply, then divide, and then you'll be done. So you'll do 36 times 9 divided by 15, and you'll get 21 6/10. So C is equal to 21 6/10. And you can double check it, because if you do 36 times 9, you get 324. And if you do 15 times 21 6/10, you get 324. So you know you did it right if you cross multiply and you get a proportionate answer, because it's already telling you that they're equal and proportionate. So again, just cross multiply and divide and you'll have your answer. Same with this one. Cross multiply, divide, get your V. V is 5. Cross multiply, divide. Cross multiply, divide. Again, you're looking at the numbers that are across to multiply each other and then divide by what's left. So that's a proportion, solving a proportion, missing a piece. An architect builds a model of building before the actual is built. The model is 8 inches tall and the actual will be 22 feet. The model is 20 inches wide. Find the width. So you're going to set up a proportion. Now, when you set up this proportion, make sure you're setting it up the same way on both sides for both ratios. So I would do inches over feet, like that. Then go back to the story, and it's 8 inches tall, and the actual is 22 feet tall. So I'm doing inches height, feet height, over inches width, feet width. And then I just cross multiply and divide. This is not a conversion. Sometimes people get this confused with, well, don't I have to convert it first? No, it's not asking you to change anything. It's just asking you, what is the missing piece? And in order for us to find that missing piece, we have to see that it grew proportionately so that we can find the missing piece as being 55 feet. Because you did your cross multiplication, 22 times 20 divided by 8. And so the width is equal to 55 feet. And that's it. You do it again. Just make sure you set it up correctly. There's more than one way to set it up, but just make sure whatever way you choose to set it up for the first one, you follow the same with this one. So this one I would almost do length over wingspan, like that. So length is 9 inches, wingspan is 6. Find the wingspan of the actual if the length is 120. And you do your cross multiply and divide and get 80 feet. Don't forget your units. Circleville Pumpkin Show in Circleville, Ohio boasts the world's largest pumpkin pie. The pie weighs 350 pounds and is 5 feet in diameter. Find the diameter of the pie in centimeters if every 1 foot equals 30 and 4800ths of a centimeter. Well, just looking at this, you know you're just going to multiply 5 times 30 and 4800ths. But if you didn't, you're going to set it up as feet over centimeters equals feet over centimeters, and then cross multiply and divide. So 30 and 4800ths times 5. 30 and 4800ths times 5 is 152 and 4/10 of a centimeter. So 152 and 4/10 of a centimeter. There you go. Same with this one. You're doing the same thing. Just multiplying. And that's it. So good luck with proportions.